Welcome back to 1.2 Brain Cells Podcast. Hola, hola. I'm Nati.
Oh well,
On it.
Welcome to this week's episode. How are my co-hosts doing? How are y'all doing? We're not asking the brain cells how they're doing. Not this
excuse me.
week.
How are we doing? Ah,
I'm good. I
Haven't
had a
seen.
chill weekend. I had no social contact this weekend. It was relaxing. I
oh
cleaned,
no.
I organized, I baked cookies.
Didn't you
What?
see your sister
When?
on Sunday?
Oh yeah, she came over for a little bit, but I had all morning to myself. She came for like in the majority of the day, I was with her for probably like 2, maybe 3 hours. So in the span of a whole day, it was nothing really. But yeah,
Okay.
baked cookies,
Okay.
clean, organized, slept.
Well,
Nice.
call back to our one of our previous episodes. At this point, I think at this point, where I called these guys out on friendships and how I always
Mhm.
have to initiate hanging out with Vane. So
I'm
she actually asked me
currently
to hang out.
editing that one.
Oh, well, there you go. So, Vane actually asked me to hang out this past weekend,
Yes.
but I had to be a douche and be like, "Nah, why do I want to hang out with you?" So,
Damn.
yeah.
Okay.
No, but
All right. How
the
was
reason
So
I bring it up.
let the record say show she can't fuck. Okay.
No, well, the reason I bring it up is not to point out that I'm a douchebag, but to show my appreciation. I see you putting in the effort. I appreciate it. You're a good friend. Good friend. Good noodle.
You're welcome. Yeah,
You
thanks.
know, you don't look happy about that.
I'm good.
Is she that good?
All right. I was gonna say
I'm
random thought
great.
of the
I'm
week.
happy. I'm
Or
fine with compliments. What, baby?
Oh yeah.
random thought of the week because we did a weekly catch up in one of our last ones. So
Yeah. Okay. Tell me. Let me know. I don't know. I don't think I'm the only one. But okay, you have your dominant hand and non-dominant, right? Okay. In my dominant hand, I can have my phone, like whichever side of the bed I'm laying on, and I could do everything and anything, right? I don't need support or support my like prop my hand on anything. Fine. The second I switch to my non-dominant, which is my left, I need to like prop my
hmm
phone up because I can't hold it and scroll at the same goddamn time. And I was like, how the am I holding up my phone, one hand and scrolling, and I can't do the same with the other? It's stupid.
because you're constantly working out that muscle. So if you don't work out a muscle the whole time, it's not gonna be strong enough. If you were
I
to
know, but
lift
it's like
one
if
weight
you think
the
about it,
whole time,
like I can hold it just, and my hand doesn't feel tired, but I
it's the
physically
endurance bit.
cannot do it. I physically cannot do it.
Well, on that note, I thought my left arm was pretty weak, like super weak. I was like, I never used that. But two things. One, it apparently is not that weak because at my birthday party, me and Nati arm wrestled, and I thought for sure I was gonna be done for. I held up a fight, so
Yeah, we were pretty good.
I
You
was
arm
like,
wrestle with your left?
we started
We
with our
switched it.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
hmm
and then I
We
won.
did both, I think. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Um,
I know I
Noel's
time.
like,
I was like, I'm not gonna do this.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
and then the other thing that brings me back, I was driving the other day, and yeah, I really can't. I mean, I can scroll media. I don't know about you, but yeah, I can scroll and
I
type
can
things.
scroll on my phone, but I'm talking about like the second like I lay down to where I need to hold my phone now in front of my face, like the holding it and
Mhm.
also using my thumb.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
don't know.
fine.
It's just I can't do the both.
No,
Okay, you go
not to
lay
call
down.
you
myself
know
When
what
you
it
out.
lay
is?
down, you lay on your
No.
right side.
I can.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I for 100% can. The reason why I think I can is because hand-eye coordination. I play a lot of video games, so the finger
Mm,
is being worked out all the time.
Yeah, but even when I am playing a bunch of video games, that's what she said. Even when I am playing a bunch of video games, I still, whenever I'm laying on my right side, I can't hold up the phone on my left hand and scroll for a reason.
I
Even when
mean,
I am in the midst of playing mad video games.
maybe that's like a nerve or something.
I was gonna say no, because my left hand's not that great. But I was gonna say you now mentioning the whole holding your phone when you're in bed reminded me that I drop my phone on my face way too many times that I'd like to admit. The amount of times that I'll be holding and it won't matter the hand. That it's just like boom, and I'm like, I'm not even sleepy. It's not like I was falling asleep.
Oh,
No, no,
Mine's just
And
because I'm
that only
sleepy.
happens to me if I'm falling asleep. But at the same
Same.
time, the second I feel it slip from my hands, I eat the
Oh, I don't know. How are you guys holding? Because mine just falls on my chest.
What are you?
above
How
my
are you
face.
watching?
I don't know.
Oh,
But how's
no,
your
like
is
if
your
I'm
neck
scrolling up, I'm like
propelled?
holding it up here. I don't,
I
Do
don't
you
know.
not lay down
because
flat?
yeah, it,
I do.
So then how are you watching it from your chest?
Mm.
this
I
is
feel
gonna
like
sound
that's
creepy,
doing
but we
something
need
to
to
your
see
neck.
Noelle lay down with her phone and see
Mhm.
what they do.
When I go see her, yeah, I know. We got this.
Yeah, yeah.
Callback, but no. The other thing I realized I'm good with my left hand is driving. I could drive with my left hand like easily. I always drive with my left hand
I
and I
could
left.
drive with my I could drive with both of my hands.
Yeah, that one's totally. I'm totally fine doing that one. That's why I'm like, why can't I? I can do just about. I mean, I can't like I can if I really drive with my left, but it's not pretty.
I mean, I can't
But
write.
I
I
don't
can
really
barely
think
write as it
about
is.
y'all. She's literate. I promise. Um,
Writing still out.
it's literally just laying down on my right and with my left hand. I just can't. I don't know what the fuck it is. Next time I'm with y'all,
Same.
I'm gonna lay down. And I'm like, look, I can't do that. You'll see. You'll
You
see.
look special doing that. Like what?
Because that's how I have to hold my phone versus on my right. It's just this. It's just this small little. I'm not struggling, right? But on my left, I'm quite literally. Eh, eh.
Scroll. Scroll. I don't understand.
Like I can if I have my phone like down here and I just need to do a quick scroll, I can. That entire my arm out. Um, this is what I'm
Damn.
saying. Okay, so I guess it is just me and
Yeah, I
somewhat
don't.
nothing.
You gotta work
But
out,
back to the
baby.
laying down. But that's why like when I go to the gym, I'm like fully concentrated on like sometimes I'm actually like sometimes my right is slacking because I put so
You
much
gotta do
emphasis
this
on
at the
my
gym.
left.
It's the hand-eye
Me.
coordination. It's your finger dirt.
You gonna do them finger curls, huh?
Uh,
Anyways, um,
Why do you think she don't do her nails as often anymore?
what we talking about?
bro, we were just talking about this. Vani's talking to the. She don't want to tell us about it.
No!
Look at her. She's cheesing. That's what. Remember, we were talking back. Call back on one episode where I was trying to place her geography so she could get the. And then she got it. So now it's working.
No, you are incorrect. But anyways,
Uh-huh.
yeah, at the gym, yeah, sometimes actually my right hand is struggling because I'm so focused on my left that sometimes I just do more on my left.
Okay.
That's
How
weird.
about,
I
how about
know.
you, Noelita? Any random thoughts this week?
Mm, no, nothing random at least. All my
Oh
thoughts have
shit.
been like work related.
Mm.
And like I've had a lot of tasks to do in the last week, so all my thoughts have been getting on my like making sure my tasks get done.
Okay.
You nothing?
Um, the only random thought that I had was, do animals that are in other countries know that they're in that country? Like when I go to Peru and I'll see a llama, does the llama know it's in Peru? Or is it just like I'm here?
It's home, babes.
It just
But
knows
does it
it's home. Doesn't recognize a continent or a country. Just knows they're not. They don't have the intellect.
but we don't, you gonna sit here and tell me these animals aren't smart?
No, you know why?
Are
No, it's not that
you
they're
are you
not
trying
smart. It's that they
are
can't
you
communicate.
asking in the sense that does the llama know there's outside of Peru?
No, just because here's where my logic is, right? You know how people when they talk to their dogs, right? There's no way that these dogs aren't understanding something,
Okay, so
right?
that was where my point was going.
Because
It's
with
the
the
fact
llamas, uh-huh, go on.
it's the fact that they can't communicate, right? So like I can communicate with Kobe in a sense where like he understands what sit is and he understands what down is and come and things like that. Um, but he can't communicate back questions, right? He can't communicate back.
Right.
So that's where his intellect stops, right?
But that's because you're not exploring that with him. Because have you seen those videos of that dog that has the buttons and then he's like, I'm dog? What dog? You know?
Yeah, he
He has
gets
an existential
the
crisis.
dog becomes too self-aware that he is in fact a dog, and he gets depressed, and they have to put the dog on
Yes.
antidepressants.
Yes.
But no one is then like, did someone educate, that dog's name is Bunny? Did someone educate Bunny that they live in America, and America is a continent, and the continent is located in, you know, the
But
northern
see, I
side of
don't
the
need
earth?
him. I don't need him to know where in the whole world he is. But the same way that like you tell your dog like this is home. We're gonna go to
Mhm.
the park, right? You're gonna tell me that whoever's taking care of these llamas ain't like, oye, mi causa, tú
The
estás en Perú.
Yeah, I think they
I
know
mean, I
that.
can only
Exactly.
imagine
That's what
they
I'm saying.
know as far as they've been um exposed to. Like they know this is where I go eat, this is where I sleep, this is where I play. That is my
Copy,
whole world.
bad
And they think
boy.
their land, like they're inside their house, and they might
And
say
they're
there's a lot.
chicharrones.
Go to your bed.
Huh?
Go now. Go.
Y'all making
Go to
llama
bed.
I don't
chicharrones?
think not llama. I don't remember where I saw. Oh,
Go lay down.
vicuñas. Vicuñas
On
are
your
like
bed.
a llama
Go.
brother or like a
Yeah,
llama
yeah,
family.
we did a whole
I
thing
saw
about
that
this.
Yeah.
in
You're
Machu.
this one, I'm at that one.
Good boy.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see.
In
Bedtime.
Peru, I guess in Machu Picchu, like I saw one of the clips that it's like, oh, if
Just
you're
so the
gonna
viewers can
see,
see,
be
I'm not being
careful.
a mean dog mom. This is what he was trying to eat.
Doesn't
Is
he
that the
always bite
is
it
that the
up?
plastic cup
Yeah.
for the ice cream?
But he always
Yeah.
chews on it though.
Yes, he does. And sometimes I let him get away with it, but we're trying to break that habit.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say, yeah. So apparently they're like, oh, if you're gonna try, just make sure you try from this doña Vicuña chicharrones. And I was like, no, alpaca chicharrones. I was like, I don't know. We ate those. I don't want to eat those.
Alpaca
Anyways,
chicharrones? I'll try it.
um, the llamas know where they have been. Not that there's more to see.
Okay.
I don't think
Okay.
they're like. I mean, obviously, I'm no zoologist, but no, I don't believe they have like a
That's a good
migration
movie.
What
zoologist.
movie?
Zoologist, it's a movie. It's funny.
I haven't
You
seen
mean the
it.
zookeeper,
No,
or we
zoologist.
bought a zoo? Okay.
Zoologist.
Anyways, I don't.
Rebata Zoo is
Again, I'm not
such
a
a good
zoologist.
movie.
It is
Haven't seen them.
Scarjo. All it
ScarJo.
takes is 30 seconds of bravery. Wait, what was it? 30 seconds of crazy. I'm gonna look it up. Crazy bravery or something like that.
Okay, you do that. Well, I'll finish what I was saying. Anyways, again, I'm not a zoologist, but I don't believe llamas have like that migration trait like geese and other migratory birds have that tell them, hey, you need to go to this other part of the world.
Mm,
They just
you're
have
stating fact.
home, you know?
Yeah.
There's no other
They're
sense
like,
about it.
you're
Sometimes
right.
all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage. Just literally 20 seconds of just embarrassing courage. I love that quote.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Noel and ScarJo for the delivery. Um, but
That was my theme.
interesting random thought, babes.
Yeah. Because I'm watching all these videos when I'm looking up like certain towns that I'm going to, like things that are cool locally that we can go to since we're gonna have like a car there. And a lot of them come up with like alpacas, llamas, and all that. And it's like, si vas a venir a Perú, tienes que ver las llamas. And I'm like, do the llamas know they're in Peru?
I
But
don't
that's
think
it.
so.
Cool.
I think they
I,
correlate Peru with home. They're like, Peru is home.
I was gonna say, I've been looking like alfalfa. Oh, I made alfalfa worse.
So I did not peep your alfalfa.
All right. Well,
Um,
that being said, what is the topic of this week?
we going gay.
Oh,
Um,
And
why
you
are
know
you
what they
boys, you
gasping?
had
say?
your
You
When
you
you
were
chances.
go
there, but
I
we
just
gay.
chose.
discussed it.
What?
Everyone was talking.
Sorry. I was gonna say when you
I
go gay,
said,
you stay.
No, I'll go.
When you go gay, you always stay.
Not to
I was
Billy,
gonna
not
say,
to JoJo.
Oh, you're right. That was a bad time for the lesbians.
are they back to gay?
No,
No.
they went straight. They went like hardcore straight.
Ew.
Well,
Curveball.
JoJo did. I don't know about Billy.
They uncurved the curveball?
Fletcher went hardcore straight too.
You were saying nothing?
Oh no, because when we were saying we're gonna go gay, I'm like, boys, you had your chance. Now I'm gonna go full lesbian. The other day I was talking to my mom. It's not lesbian, but I was telling my mom, I was like, Mom, I'm gonna do the slit. And she she literally looks at me, she goes, you have too much going on with your bangs, with your piercings, with like she's like, pick a style. I was like, okay,
She's
damn.
I always
funny.
thought about that, doing the slit.
She's
I
funny.
would love to do the slit, bro.
I thought about it and I also want to get eyebrow piercing.
I'm the one for piercings, but I like the idea of the eyebrow slit. I felt like it fit at a time, especially when I was in college, it fit my vibe. I don't know about now.
I
Now
love the
I'm
eyebrow
really thinking
slit.
about
It
getting
looks
an eyebrow
so good.
piercing.
I want the
But
slit.
anyways,
It'll add to the RBF.
what?
To the RBF.
It'll add to the
Ah,
RBF.
ah. I heard at the RV and I was like, what the what?
Okay, so topic
RBF.
of this week. You said we're going gay.
Okay,
What does that
yes,
mean
because
exactly?
not like a couple days ago, maybe last week, Noah and I were discussing, oh, because we were watching The Rookie, and in The Rookie, spoiler if you haven't seen it already, but one of the rookies is gay, right?
Hmm.
And Noah was like, oh, but he don't give gay. And I was like, no, he don't. But my
No,
take was
well,
like, but it's
the one that we were watching.
the cop show.
Okay.
Okay. And I was telling Noah, I was like, but it's also kind of nice that for a change, this gay character don't at all give gay. And I was like,
Hmm.
yeah, but it also like would be good if he gave like gay per a normal gay guy. And then the example that we both had in mind was this other show that we watched, 911 Lone Star, right, Noel?
Yeah.
They also have a gay male character, and even before he was with his partner, you're like, oh, that man giving gay, right? But again, he's also like a like toned down gay guy, like maybe not from first look, but then you see his mannerisms and how he is, and you're like, oh, he's kind of giving gay, and then yeah, boom, he gay. Um,
Mm.
and I'm like, and my point was, I was like, I think that's cool, but I also like the not at all seeming gay
Like
to have every once in a while.
better said, you like seeing the range of different types of gay, not the just
Yeah,
stereotypical
yeah,
super
that's how I had
gay,
phrased
like,
it.
you know, nice.
But like
Okay,
same thing,
cool.
like I also do want to see typical and also seemingly gay characters on TV,
All
like
right, so
that in themselves look gay to a range, you know?
I'm curious then to kind of like go deeper into the topic. What was your guys' first gay character you guys saw? Or like gay
Saw on TV.
representation?
The one that earliest back that I can remember was Jennifer's Body,
Mm.
when Megan Jennifer the right kisses Needy at the end of the movie. Why I
Yeah.
didn't realize I was by that in there. Or at any point in that movie, honestly, let's be honest. um,
Speaking of that
but
movie,
yeah,
sorry, go
That
ahead.
was your
go.
that was your first time
Yeah,
that you were
that was
like, oh,
that's the first time I remember seeing anything gay.
But that
okay.
again, I've never seen Jennifer's Body. Ironic, but um, she's not actually gay in the show, no? Like or movie, whatever.
In the movie, I mean, some people like dissected it to be like that was a theme all along because Needy and Jennifer have like a toxic friendship the
But it's
whole
not
time.
obvious gay. Like it's not giving. Like
It's
it's not
no,
like
it's not obvious gay. People are like, oh, like Jennifer treats her this way most likely because she's gay and wants Needy, so she just takes things from Needy so that Needy's attention stays on her. And then people accepted that Needy, even though Jennifer isn't great to her, stays with Jennifer because same thing, gay crush, and she doesn't
okay.
know
So
how else to.
it's giving like toxic in the closet gay crush.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you dissect it to say that they were
Okay.
gay the whole time, even though throughout
Because
the
this
whole
movie
movie,
came out a
Not
long
Jennifer,
time ago,
Needy
no?
has a boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, this came out when I was in high school.
That's before my time. Um, I was in the
Uh,
How
womb.
about you? You
the
okay.
womb.
Yeah.
And what was it? Yeah, the whole time Edie also has a boyfriend, which is also like a sour point between Jennifer and Edie.
But the okay, so better said, the plot of the movie or the plot of the character is
Hmm.
not the fact that they're gay. It's just something kind of thrown in.
Back in those days, they would never
It
do a movie where
Okay,
the
fair.
parent.
Yes, yes. But I'm
correct.
just saying. Okay.
But again, I mean, it depends on which point of view. Like some would say that is the whole point of the movie, this
Really?
overlying gay theme. Yeah,
Oh,
because
I
it's
have to
you
watch
see
this
these
movie.
two characters that are seemingly straight and very much like again like the if you don't do you know the plot at all? Okay, so
I know the one scene and that's it.
Jennifer, which is Megan Fox's character, becomes a succubus. I want to not succubus.
All right, we're
Human of
diverting from the
sorts.
topic, but
Okay,
I get the
anyways,
idea. It's
point
not
is
out and proud, and
like
it's not obvious.
it's no, it is not out and proud, but like again, if you study it and a lot of people have and like, oh, this is actually very much gay. Like
Okay.
they want to be like, ah, it's kind of camp
It has
actually.
undertone gay. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
Okay, how
Yes.
about you,
Okay.
Noah?
So my first, mine was always like YouTubers and stuff like that, and YouTube shows. One specific YouTube show, and I'm just remembering it right now, was called Carmilla. If you guys probably haven't seen it. But anyone who is like part of the queer community, it was a really big show. It was like a web series, and it's literally just like literally picture a laptop. This is the whole show. It's coming from the laptop. It's a web series, and it's just happening right in front of the camera or the laptop. And it's like the whole premise of the show is this girl goes to college, but the college is taken over by like it's run by vampires, and her roommate's a vampire. She falls in love with her roommate vampire, um, and they have to save the school and whatever. It's really cute. It's really gay.
Okay.
That was the first one, but and like mainstream media, like mainstream TV and movies, was Pretty Little Liars. Emily
Yup.
in Pretty Little Liars. That was the first one that I saw.
No, it's not Leah Mitchell.
No,
Anyways,
Leah Mitchell's from Glee.
right.
Maria
What
Mitchell,
the huh?
Leah Michelle, yeah,
Leah Michelle, is that the
Maya Mitchell,
it's from Glee.
is from Glee. What is Emily's actress's
Shay
name?
Mitchell. Are you trying to
Shay
think?
Mitch. There we
Are you
go.
trying to think of the girl's name?
Yeah, the actresses.
Uh, the
The one that plays Emily, the swimmer.
Shay Mitchell. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. She dropped like gorge.
Yes. I also really liked Allison, who is the girl she ends up with in the like the whole like plot of her story plot. Part of her big story plot was the fact that she was in love with Allison, who is also I think
Word.
gay.
Yeah, they hint. I
But they
remember
end up
dropped it early on, very early on.
no,
It
I
was just
stuck
getting
through it
creepy
for
all
the gay
around.
stuff. I stuck through.
Um,
But they end up
I
together.
do remember they hinted at that. Oh, okay.
They do like they end up
Interesting.
together, married with kids.
Aw, que
Yeah,
lindo.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
happy they got that.
yeah.
I liked
Oh,
Emily the
that was the first
best.
one. But then they did a sequel to the show, and they're divorced. We pretend it
Why
doesn't
would they
exist because
do
I like to
that?
live
Why
with
would they
the
do
fact that they're
that?
still married. Yeah, I know exactly. I pretend it doesn't exist.
Okay, you nothing?
You know, I was gonna say for me, my first that I go to, like my first no, okay, better said. The first gay exposure was I was on YouTube a lot and one of the sketches that I used to love was Mad TV. They did like the Can I Have Your Number? They had this one girl that worked like at a drive
Yo eres
like not a
ridiculous.
drive through but like at a fast food spot called Bon Quickly. And in one of them, this wasn't and those were like reoccurring skits, like skits that they would continue on. One that they did once, and I only saw it once. It got taken down, then someone re-uploaded, and I don't know how old I was. I was probably like maybe beginning of high school or so, or maybe middle school. No, beginning of high school because I didn't have that much access to internet then. It was it's a excuse me, a skit that maybe lasted 4 minutes, and it's two guys watching football. They're like their team is playing. They get super excited when they score. That they're like, yeah, they're cheering, and then they start making out, but like full on. And I remember that I was like,
Right
and the
on,
amount
brother.
of time and I rewatched the amount of times that I rewatched that video because I was like, whoa, the gays. And so, and then they like whatever they finished making it, like they stop and they're like, whoa, whoa, what was that? He's like, what was what? We were celebrating, and he's like, no, 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 what just happened? And so like it's just them. It's funny. Like it's them like being like, oh, like is that gay? It's like,
Listen,
no, that happened. It was so funny. The reason, so when Noelle says that her first experience was Pretty Little Liars, I remember one time, I don't remember how old I was. I had to be like 14, 15. So Noelle must have been 11 or 12. And I think I was watching it and she saw it too. And I just remembered that in my head, I was like, should she be seeing this? Like, I'm a little older or whatever. But at that point, I don't know. Noel, were you watching YouTube at that point?
11, 12, bro. No, I was a late bloomer in that sense, or I wasn't thinking about stuff like that.
Oh man, I exposed the baby.
I don't remember it. I probably was like,
I was gonna
whatever.
say, yo, Argentina could win the World Cup again, but I'm still not making out with y'all to celebrate.
No,
It's not
facts.
gay to kiss the homies, bro. It's
Not gay.
not gay to kiss the
Baby,
homies.
we
His
not
own.
gay. Baby, we not gay.
I was gonna say that that is like one that I was like that was but my first exposure or like the first time I saw lesbians in media was I was a huge Glee fan. So this was shortly after that. And I remember the first episode was not the first episode of the show, but the episode that I saw it was I think in season one where Santana and Brittany
I know
they were
exactly the
cheerleaders, they were
scene.
best friends, they
I
were
know
best
exactly
friends.
the scene you're talking about.
It was after school and they were making out. And then I don't know what Brittany's talking about. And then Santana literally goes, she's like, I'm only kissing you because Puck's and Julie. And like I need something
What?
warm from my belly like a lizard under after I eat. Whatever. But
What?
full on. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Well,
dumb scene,
Santana's
but like
whole bit is that she's a
right, she's a
Okay.
bit and she's not she's like, we're not gay. This is just and they used to call it sweet lady kisses, but that's all that it was, right? And honestly, what it was is Santana was closeted gay, Brittany was dumb, and she was just easily influenced by Santana. So
but Brittany
Santana,
was also bi. Let's
oh, she was? I thought she was
they
gay.
end up married. They did love each other. This
They
was
do
all
end up.
consensual.
Oh, I thought. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But when they were young, like they were, it was a.
Yeah, but I
Would
don't
you
think that she was going to be so easily influenced to just make out with her.
But the whole point is that Brittany's character was really
Really
clueless.
dumb. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why when she was like, "Oh, this is nothing," because when Brittany was going out with Artie, the whole
Mhm.
argument that Artie would argue is, but that's cheating, and she's like, no, that's not cheating because Santana had convinced her, even though Santana knew that that was wrong. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Like it was messy, but I remember that scene, and I remember because at that time the TV that we had
Mhm.
was in my mom's sewing room and that's where I could watch Glee because I've never had a TV.
You watching that
But
with your mom around?
no, no, no. But she wasn't around because she would go and cook, and I remember that scene and then another scene, but the other scene was straight. I was
Okay.
stressing 'cause the way the TV was set up was like the door was behind me and the TV and I was facing. I was literally like because I was like, oh my god, if my mom sees what I'm watching, she's gonna like be like, you can't watch that. But it was so funny because I was just like, whoa, okay, yeah, they were my first
Okay.
exposure.
Okay. Um.
I mean, even like after Pretty Little, I can name so many shows that are like.
Yes.
At the time too, when I started watching Pretty Little Liars, I was like, "Oh, I'm watching for the plot." I love the show.
Yeah.
Even into high school when I wasn't out, I was like, "It's just a good show." Like the show,
I never saw Pretty
Oh
Little
my
Liars.
god, something just clicked in my brain.
It's what?
I hope they don't watch this. Okay. Back in high school when I was on the soccer team. No, it's not even like that. It just clicked in my brain and I wasn't out. But if you've seen me in high school, you're like, gay, gives gay. Um,
Yeah.
I remember someone specifically on the soccer team going, "You should watch The 100. You would really like it."
To you?
Yeah,
And it's the 100. Oh, the 100 with the
yeah, with Plexa. I mean, they weren't wrong. I loved it,
They
but
weren't wrong. That's a
they
good
they
couple.
were calling me
Yo,
out. Also, they ended up also being queer, and actually they are her and her girlfriend are adorable. They are so cute.
Aw.
aw, good for them.
I again, I don't want to spread rumors, but I think they were dating in high school. I don't know. They were friends. They knew each other. They were close. But I know in college they were definitely out and
History would have it they were best friends.
I don't want to start drama. Those two are
They
really
were
cool. They're
roommates.
chill.
No, but what was the ship name? Plexa?
Flexa, yeah.
Plexa was dope. Yeah, I think that was like again furthest back is remember I'm pretty sure Jennifer's Body, but then like actual TV, next one would be Plexa because
Yeah, that
I
was
think that was
for me.
still the 100 was coming out. Yeah, I still think I was in high school watching that. And I was like,
Mm.
should I be
Nah, for me
watching
it
this?
was definitely
I
Glee
never
because
watched
Glee
Glee,
had
so
so many it was so many gay characters because it
I
was
know like
Santana, it was Brittany, we had Vin. We had not Vin. What's his name? He was my
Blaine,
favorite.
Current.
Kurt. Oh my god, I loved Kurt so much. Um, Kurt and then Blaine, which actually Noel, you were mentioning that. Um, what is this actor's
Well,
name?
we're gonna wait, if it's what I think, we're gonna dive into that later.
Oh, okay, cool.
okay.
Um,
Um,
but just on
spoiler
the
if you
topic of
hadn't
shows.
watched the 100, the second Clexa rewatching it because obviously I was still watching as it was airing, so it was great and I kept watching it. But then rewatching it, second,
Well,
the second
I know what
Clexa
scene you talking
died
about.
because it was right after home. It was right after. I
Yeah.
stopped. I was watching it. I think I tried to watch it, kept watching it,
Yo,
and I'm
they
like,
got you to a high. Like they took you
they
on a high,
did, they
and then
did.
they
And like, this is
killed
gonna
her.
be good. World is gonna get created in this beautiful ass place. Because also completely separate from
Maybe
Clexa,
someday we won't know
Lexa on
anything to
her
more
own,
people.
amazing. I
Also,
love
yeah.
Lexa.
I really like
Clexa,
Clark.
Clark had her ups and downs.
Clark's character. I love Clark's character and her whole
Multifaceted for sure. Um, but yeah,
self.
the second,
I loved her as a hero and her selflessness and the whole I bear it so they don't.
yeah. But yeah, the second Clexa was no more. I was like, I don't need to rewatch anything else now.
why did
That's
they break
fair.
up? Or did one of them die?
No, they
They
killed
killed,
her.
and it was not a dumb
They
death.
and then they
Like,
killed her
yeah,
immediately.
yeah,
Damn.
Yeah.
They probably
yeah.
got it from media, not media, but from like the
The
public and all that.
fans, I wouldn't
Hmm.
be surprised. I don't
No,
know.
they
I
got
don't know.
they lost viewers after they killed her,
No, but I'm saying
but
like
they
in
kind of made it
general, at
up.
the time that it came out, it
Mm.
was probably like being getting a lot of backlash.
I would say no because it was in that time era where everything was like now opening up and it was progressing. Obviously,
Yeah.
there were still people who were gonna, but it was very in a progressive phase. Um, and it kind of made up for it because she ends up having like Lex's daughter, quote unquote. Um,
Mm.
and there's like a mind chip that all the leaders share who are on the ground, and the daughter ends up having it, and so you can see the memories of the, which gets a little weird. You can see the memories of the past leaders, and so but the leader has to show you the memory to teach you to how to become a better leader, and Lexa shows her the moment like she betrays Clark. And so like Clark was saying, "Oh, but you know, Maddie, she showed you that because
Gotcha,
you have to
gotcha,
put your people first." And she's like, "No,
gotcha.
just show me that
Damn,
because that's her biggest regret."
damn. I was
It was
gonna
a
say,
roadkill moment.
going back to the whole I guess seeing, when we were first seeing another like more exposure to gay culture that I had growing up was around that same era where I was watching a lot of YouTube and a lot of the YouTubers that I was watching were gay. Like a lot of the guys, some of the women as well. Um, they weren't at first like they were just presenting or straight presenting,
Okay.
and then eventually there was like a whole surge, I think around 2013 or so, if I'm not
Interesting. I
remembering
can't
wrong,
really.
where they all came out. It was coming out videos
The only one I
left
can
and right.
remember was what's his name? Shane Dawson or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shane came out as gay. He came out as bi though.
Again,
Shane
I
is
didn't
bi.
watch him. I didn't watch
Um,
him at all. I mean, every time I saw him, he was with a boyfriend. So
I
that's the only
didn't
one I can
like
remember. But again, I didn't actively
Shane.
watch him at all.
I didn't like Shane when I was younger, where he would do the skits, because he used a lot of profanity and dark humor that I did not like. I liked him once he went more into vlogging, and he used to do conspiracy theories and all that. But then as time went on, and like a lot of political stuff started coming up as well, and whatever, it was just a mess. But
Mm.
he came, I saw his coming out, but he came out way later after everyone else did.
Mm,
Joey Graceffa did, Connor, Franta, Troye
I don't know
Sivan.
these
It was like
people.
it was so many. Yeah, it was just so
Troy
many.
Sivan, man, that's one for the culture right there.
Tyler Oakley was
Also
the one
another
that was
one for the
out and
culture.
fully like, yeah, and so like they're just YouTubers, and so they were people that I constantly watched, and it was funny because even like I would watch my videos on my phone or my iPod actually, and sometimes my mom would overhear it, and she's like, you and your gays. And I was like, what? And she's like, all the content I just hear gay people. And I was just like, I don't know what to tell you, fam. That's
That's
just what I
funny.
watch.
The gays are
Um,
cool.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna
Get
pause
us.
here because
Later that same evening.
okay, so I was talking about
Okay.
the gay YouTubers. Gay.
Yeah.
Um, what other shows and stuff have you guys seen? Or
Do
have
you
there
guys have
been
any
older
favorites?
shows?
Oh, one of my all-time favorites is Atypical. I love Atypical. That was
Atypical, I
such a good
think,
one.
did. Yes. I think that they did a good one. And then also, like, it was like showing I don't want to say gay panic, but like acceptance panic, I guess.
No, it was Gay Panic.
Well, because they
Her whole
did.
speech at the track, she's like, if I would have known you would have acted this way, I would have never told you because it's becoming and blah, blah, blah. I don't know the rest of it, but then she kisses her.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like, they start getting close and then the Hispanic looking girl like panics and like leaves
Pulls
the
away.
sister.
And then
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like they
well,
showed that accurately.
they both panic and pull away. So
From my
they,
again,
yeah.
it's been a while, but from my memory, like the sister, she was hesitant, yes, but she was still willing and wanting to
Mhm.
go forward versus the other girl, she was like, oh, let's just do it like real secret, like just when it's just like here, it just like right now, like when we're alone. And I don't know. She was like,
No,
yes.
no.
I'm trying to remember. The sister wanted to
Are you
hold
talking
her
about
hand, and she
Casey or are
was
you
like,
talking
oh
about
no. The sister,
Casey?
okay, and then the Hispanic looking girl,
Izzy?
yeah.
No, that's not how it went.
They wanted to hold hands, and Izzy was like, oh no.
Oh, that's after they get together. But see, the way I remember,
Yeah,
the way
after they get together.
because Izzy wasn't out or she wasn't ready to be
No,
out.
I know that. Nor was this Casey was a sister.
Yeah, Casey. My the way I well
Like none of them
the
were expressly
story.
out, but doesn't mean Izzy had to ice her out like that either. Because up until then, they were still close and intimate as friends. And the second it became serious, Izzy kind of panicked and she's like, oh, oh, oh.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They both panic because Casey panics in the beginning when she realizes she has these feelings. Remember they did the forehead promise, and then they almost kiss. The mom walks in, and then she goes and makes out with the
Yeah,
boyfriend, and then she hooks up with
that
the
was funny.
boyfriend.
But like I said, I like that it was an accurate depiction because again, they're high school and they don't know it and
Yeah,
they're curious, obvious, but so self-aware.
I was gonna say in the show Shameless, wasn't there also a gay guy? Like one of the brothers,
I
isn't he
actually
gay?
love that couple,
Yeah.
Milkovich,
Mikey, yep, and
Milkovich.
Mm-hmm.
Ian
Mhm.
Gallagher. They're fucking
Hmm.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I see
We
edits of
see.
them all the time because they're fucking
Sister ends up
hilarious.
being gay too. She ends
Debbie?
up with the cousin. Yeah, the
I hate
another
Debbie.
Milkovich.
I hate Debbie.
Debbie
Who?
was not the girl,
Debbie.
the
She's a
sister.
real POS.
Oh. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
But
Oh
yeah,
my God.
Ian and
Anyway.
Mickey, I'm not gonna lie, they kept me watching the show.
I mean,
After
I've
Yeah.
never
Fiona left,
watched it.
oh okay. Well, spoiler alert,
I
Fiona
didn't
leaves.
watch it religiously, but yeah.
I
Ian
wasn't allowed to.
and Mickey carry, bro. They were funny, they were kind of cute. Um Pretty wholesome, not gonna lie. But yeah, what else do I have?
Pretty
Yo, I
wholesome.
mean,
They
I
used to
have
literally physically beat each other up.
later when they become healthy and shit.
Isn't there a scene where like they're hooking up and the dad comes home and then he brings a prostitute and he has to get and he ends up marrying
Yeah.
the prostitute and getting her pregnant? Like,
Yeah, and I'm talking about way later in the later season after Fiona leaves, they kept the good show going with their cute, funny. The prostitute was way before.
I know, but like their relationship was never good.
I never
Like,
said that. I didn't say they were healthy at all. I
okay.
said in the later seasons, they kept me wanting to watch it with their cute and funny because they have cute and funny moments.
That's the part
Mostly
I'm missing.
funny.
I don't remember the cute and funny moments.
But you telling me you
I
didn't
was
Well,
watch
I
gonna,
didn't
well,
it?
you
watch the
said you
show, but
never
I've
saw
seen.
it.
I
So
when
then,
it came out, I was only allowed to watch it when I was older, and this is like probably like sometime in college, late college. I was watching like episodes sporadically.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna send
so
you
you
clips.
haven't watched it.
One of them is like they get married, right? And like Mickey becomes a whole bridezilla. It's
I've
so
seen that.
fucking
I've seen
funny.
that. Yeah, I've seen that
And
episode.
Ian's trying to make
The
him
flower
happy.
shop.
Yeah, Ian's
The
trying to make him
chairs.
happy and get him what he wants. Yeah, the gold whatever chairs.
Mhm.
And Mickey's like, I said gold, and they were black. And Ian's like, we can get you gold. We'll paint them.
I remember
And
that.
then yeah,
I
The
it was
scene with
funny.
the
See, cute
apartment
and
when he thought
funny.
it came furnished.
Oh
I feel
yeah.
like in TV nowadays, it's like standard to have a gay character. Mostly you'll see gay couples, like married couples or whatever, will be
Yeah.
guys. I don't think I've seen many lesbians. Another one that I genuinely liked and I loved how
Bro.
they depicted it was One Day at a Time. Um,
Oh, I
yeah,
love
that was
That
that
was
like
a good
which
one.
show.
that
That was a
yeah,
good one, and I love
yeah, that
that.
was a good one. I was gonna say
Yelena
who
and,
else? Cam and Mitchell.
Sid. They were funny as
Cam and
hell.
Mitchell.
They were funny as hell. Again,
Yeah,
I
they were
can't
I
speak
sick.
at
loved
all
One Day at
on
a
the
Time,
male
bro.
gay
So mad it got
experience, but
canceled.
And
Also,
then in
speaking of all
well,
these
older,
gay
they had
shows,
their
and
last season though. They renewed for one more.
no, they got canceled before they could finish their season.
yeah,
They got canceled, but then there was another one.
No.
it was only four.
Yeah, and I'm saying there's a fifth.
Oh, you're talking about when they got picked up by another network.
Yeah.
Okay, they got picked up by that other network to do that season. They didn't get to finish the season.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, it's only until season. Yeah, I was gonna say, you also see it wasn't as often, and it was always the butt of the joke in older shows. Like I think the only show that had a consistent old gay character, but it was a much older show, was I think Will and Grace or Will and Frank, something like that. It was with
Will
Fran
and
Drescher,
Grace.
the girl from yeah, the woman from The Nanny.
Never
I
saw
do
it.
believe that the guy was full on gay. Yeah, I think that was like a, but that one came out in the late 90s to early 2000s.
Yo,
But
that
still, for
show
its
was
time,
big for its time because not only was it like a
yes,
gay man and depicting his life as a gay man, but he
yeah,
was he
yeah,
was one of the main characters.
yeah, and he
Aw.
was I think very masculine too. That was
Yes.
the whole point.
And
I
then
was
you
also
had
gonna say that,
Jack, who was the best friend too, who was
Yeah,
also gay
didn't
but
see
yeah,
not
it
as
though. But
masculine.
that
It
sounds
was
really
really
nice.
good. Yeah, it
I was
was.
gonna, yeah, another show that um later when they did the revamp, I didn't watch the full show, I quit it. But Sex in the City,
Didn't watch that either.
Miranda was not gay during the whole thing, but people looking back were like, "Oh, she gave lesbian vibes," but just because she was out of the majority of them, or out of the four of them, she was the only one that was very like masculine, but she really
Mm.
wasn't. She was just
That's another
what
thing.
is it
I feel
called?
like
What was
sometimes
it?
you'll see like story like directors and write a character to just kind of fit the bill, but never outright make them gay or make
Yeah,
it canon that they're gay, only to just like placate the gay
yeah.
audiences.
You know what's a big
And
one
that's
with
what
that?
Miranda was.
What you just said, the movie
Yeah.
Sticking It. If you've ever seen Stick It,
If you
Yes. The
never,
whole time I fucking watch it, I'm waiting
that
for these two to
girl
make out,
gives a
and then
hundred
they're
and ten
besties.
percent gay,
Yeah.
straight, and
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense.
wasn't it the same with Pitch Perfect?
No, that's a different level of gay. You have to see Stick in It to understand what I'm saying. Like she gave masculine gay.
Yeah.
Oh,
But like
I
the
was
whole
gonna
time
say,
I'm watching this movie thinking she gay, and again, never confirmed, never mentioned, never hinted, besides just the vibe she's giving.
Mhm.
Again, not to say that if you're a somewhat tomboy, you automatically gay, but like
yeah,
this character is very much gay coded.
Yeah.
yeah.
But then
But yeah, I remember that with Miranda in the show wasn't, and then now that they did like the reunion or whatever show, they
The
made her
reboot.
gay. They were like, "Oh, she's gay," and I was like, "Okay, at this point, you guys
okay.
are just pandering." Because
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that
yeah,
one was definitely like a money grab and a please audience. It didn't make any sense. Um,
Yeah.
and for a
but
while, I feel like there was movies we were we mentioned it when we were like talking about the topic, but for a while there started coming out a lot of gay movies or shows, but some of
Mhm.
them were so the stereotypical bad. Like I remember on Netflix there was a movie that I
Stereotypical
saw and
what?
then I stereotypical gays, like but in a bad way, like not
Bad.
she's
what
called.
do you
Okay.
think I said?
She thought you said,
Oh, I am bleeping that. Oh my god,
bro,
no.
we're gay. We can say like,
Yes, but we could get what's it called? There's certain words that YouTube
She'll
and
bleep it.
Spotify
Carry
don't
on.
listen.
really
Ashley Gavin
Stereotypical.
has a
permit.
podcast and she drops it all the time. More fun.
Ashley Gavin is
What was
a different league than us, bud.
Ashley
I was
Gavin
gonna
is my
say
role model.
anyway, the show the show that no, it was a movie. It was RBF, Gay Best Friend, that I saw and then I showed it to you on it that we were like, that's
Oh
a
yeah,
horrible
I
movie.
hated it.
It's
I
just
was because
so
this character
corny.
sucks.
It was so cringy. The movie was just cringy.
It was,
It
and
had
I'm like, not only, again, are they going like full send on a stereotypical flamboyant gay man? He was a bitch.
he was.
Like from what
I
I
was gonna say,
remember, I'm
wait,
like,
in
I
Mean
don't
Girls,
like
wasn't
you.
in Mean Girls wasn't the guy the guy with the it was the girl that was
Oh,
um
I don't
he was
know.
Bro,
I
gay.
want to.
Mean Girls, Regina George, queer coded,
Yeah.
queer coded,
But they
so
say
queer
that
coded.
they not that they say it, but they kind of assume it, right? Because of the whole she's from Lebanon, but Regina must confuse it for Lebanese, and then gay panicked. I mean lesbian and gay panicked.
Well, the whole like, especially
What?
with the reboot, I love the reboot. Um,
That So remember how what's her friend, the goth girl?
I don't know her name.
Yeah,
Okay, goth girl, right? Like Regina spread a rumor that she was lesbian, and the joke is she probably
yeah.
just misunderstood Lebanese.
Hmm.
Because at
Oh,
the end the
okay,
girl's like,
okay.
"Oh, I'm Lebanese," and Gina's like, "Oh, probably lesbian." And then because they were besties, the rumor mill was like, "Oh, like Regina probably gay panicked and said she's a lesbian, not me.
Mm.
Hmm.
Wait, I
Ostracize her, not
wonder
me."
if so Glee made an episode where they were printing stuff on the shirt and she put Lebanese to jokingly put lesbian. I wonder if
Hmm.
that was a reference to the Mean Girls thing. Probably,
Well,
because
it's
it
a
came out after Mean
y-
Girls.
it's a joke everywhere. Also, speaking of shows, like you can see throughout time, like you would have characters in shows and movies that were like gay coded, but you couldn't say they were gay. To then
Right.
we got to the point where, and those were like shows like Mean Girls. What was another the other show you were talking about that was queer coded, but they could never say that she's queer. Stick It was the other one I was talking about, but you were talking about one specifically.
I don't remember. I remember Jennifer's Body, but that's a movie.
Okay, that one.
That was gay coded.
But like we have shows and movies that come out that it's like, oh, these characters definitely give queer coded and gay coded.
Hmm.
But you can't say them at that time. To then the progression of when we got to we can have gay characters in
Yeah.
shows and movies, but they can't be the main character. The movie can't be about them. And so then
Mm.
that comes up
Oh
with like
yeah.
shows like Glee is one. Um, the show that I was talking about, what was I talking about? Pretty Little Liars is the other one.
Right. The Good Doctor, and the Good Doctor pissed me off because this is other. I was reading a review because I was like, this is so fucking stupid, and someone pointed out that they tend to do this too. The side gay character gets killed to just
Every okay,
further
so
the plot.
that
And again, spoiler,
I was
this
getting
is
to
what
that.
happens in the Good Doctor. Like the Jewish character is literally about to get proposed to his fucking boyfriend after the whole season of like difficulties that they had and miscommunications, and they finally got their shit together. And the boyfriend was gonna propose on that same night with the cute ass fucking dinner and everything. And the boyfriend's waiting for him at the restaurant that they like, beautiful restaurant. He gets shot by um, which I hate that they did this, but like um anti-Jewish white dude that like
Damn.
fucking hate you and your people. Pew pew.
Anti-Semitic.
Yes, thank you. Um, and I'm like, why? What is the point of this? And it was the second to last episode of the last fucking season.
Yeah, be like that.
That
It
got
be
me
like
so
that.
heated. I was like, can the gay people not just be happy, bro? Can we just
Another
have
one
cute,
is
cute little shit?
with like shows that had like side characters that were gay was Grey's Anatomy. I didn't watch it, but you mentioned watching it.
Yes, honestly, I I don't the gay I mean, I can't even blame it on Grace because literally every single couple in Grace is messy as fuck. However, the main one she was kind of a main character, but not the main character. Because it's an ensemble cast, right? So she was one of the main characters, Callie. She was an orthopedic surgeon. She gets like this new doctor comes to the hospital and she starts talking to Callie, and then Callie starts developing feelings for this female doctor, and she's like, "Oh, like I didn't like maybe I think there's something here we should explore it, right?" And so the female doctor, I wish I really forget her name. I don't even remember her specialty. But anyways, so they hook up, right? And then the following morning, she gives this whole speech about how great she feels and how happy she is right now because like the whole life she's like there's like been this missing piece to her, and now finally having this experience with Callie, like something clicked. And the line that I always remember, it's like when she was younger she had bad vision, and so all the trees and all the details in life were blurry, and then she finally got glasses, and so now everything is clear and she can notice like the leaves on the tree is not just green, she can see like each individual leaf. And she's like, that's how it feels like now having this moment with you, and realizing she was talking about
Oh,
realizing she was gay. And
Mhm.
I was like, yo, that
that's
was
so
beautiful.
cute.
Like write that down. Write that down.
That was
Um,
beautiful.
but
I
yeah,
was
but we
gonna
see we
say,
see that progression through media of like side characters to then main characters. I think 100 being like one of the first shows to have like their main character portray as queer, with
Hunter?
Clark.
I was gonna say
Alexa,
another show
Oh,
Clark.
that I've been
yes.
recently rewatching that has a lot, like where it's very openly like open sexuality is Lucifer. And Lucifer, given that Lucifer
Yes.
is the
I mean,
devil or
Lucifer
whatever,
sleeps with
he's
men all the time,
openly
don't he?
down to
Yeah.
all the time from the get-go though. From like episode
Mm-hmm,
one you
mm-hmm,
see this. And
mm-hmm.
then Maze, although she was a secondary character, was
Also has her
well,
fun,
better said,
yes.
she explored it, but eventually she ends up, just being with a woman, which was Eve. Um,
Oh yeah,
but yeah,
that
that's a
was
show,
fun.
and
That
I
was
think that
fun.
show,
Love that. Really pissed off the Christians on
Yeah,
that one.
the
I can
the
imagine.
show in general, which it's so funny because for me, when I watched Lucifer, it was in a time that I had actually strayed from my religion, and it helped me to get back in the sense that I just really loved how they painted it. That can be a topic for
Okay, that
another
was
day
so
and
interesting.
like a religion
Um,
one.
yeah,
But
I think so.
yeah, it was. But I was gonna say, yeah, in that show it was very like just whatever the gay character.
Okay,
Like it
so
wasn't the main focus, and I feel like I don't know if you guys experienced this. So I'm all about there should be shows dedicated where you're seeing the main character go through their gay experience, whether it's
yeah.
from first realizing it to coming out, already being fully gay and they're living their life
Mm-hmm.
as a gay person. I also don't, or I can appreciate the shows that are, let's say they have main characters that are straight, where being like there are characters that are gay, it's not the main focus, but they're also not making a big deal out of it. Because like I
Yeah, I
feel a
can
lot of
appreciate
shows
that too.
when they have gay characters, it's like you're gay. Like that's the focus. You're the character the fact that your quality as a character is that you're gay.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's shows that it's like, yes, you are gay, but there's also more to you. Like it's another
Yes.
side thing.
I think
I don't know if that
911
makes
Low
Yeah.
Star
sense.
So
that we mentioned
Without
earlier, I think
hiding
they
it.
handled it perfectly
so
where
yeah.
gay relationship, but at the same time, there's all this other shit. And so the fact that they're gay isn't even. I mean, they hint about it because one of the men in the relationship wasn't completely out to his parents. So that was like a
Yeah.
small thing in the entire relationship. Like the entire relationship is just normal relationship shit, not it's a gay relationship. It's just a relationship.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. But I think there has to be that like representation of both, where it's a show that is, let's say, fully gay, and then there's the shows where it's also like,
Hmm.
because I feel like it should be normalized. So it should be highlighted because we are in a
Uh-huh.
society that isn't, it doesn't highlight, like it's not highlighted, it's not celebrated, it's
Yeah.
not the common thing. So we should make more of it because there's a lack of it. But at the
Yes.
same
I
time,
have a point that
normalizing
you
it
reminded
so
me of.
it's not,
But Noel, what
yeah.
were you gonna say?
Nah, I'm good. I lost it at this point.
I'm
Haha, damn.
sorry.
I was gonna say someone, not that some. I remember one point, not one point, but like some time ago, someone's like, "Oh, like I'm so tired of seeing all these gay people in shows. Like it's just everywhere now, and it's just saturating all the show because there's always like one gay character." And I'm like, in my mind, I was like, "What the fuck is the problem with like, yeah, there may be one gay character, but they're a secondary or minor character. Like you're looking for it, man, because." Again, maybe you're
Yeah.
seeing it often, but like in the actual percentage to what the show or movie is, like they're so minor. And you think that minor role is causing an inconvenience to what you're watching and your experience with it? Nah, nah, that pissed me off so much. I'm like,
No,
and even then,
yeah.
like again, naming all these characters, so few of them had a gay main character.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say another thing too, like now that you bring that up, I I experience is when the same arguments brought up that's like, oh, there's just too much going on. I'm sitting here like that's not how life is. I'm like, I don't know what world
That's
you're living
you're
in.
not walking
Maybe
out and
you're
about,
not a,
bro.
or better said, I'm like, I guess you're just not surrounded by the gay LGBTQ
Yeah, true.
plus A community. Because in my head, I'm like, bro, my world is gay. Like, or better said, those around me, I have more gay people around me than I do straight people.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I know that there's a difference between me being around people that are actually queer or gay and whatnot versus actually understanding the culture, because that's something that Noel always talked to us about the fact
Mm-hmm.
that, like,
Fair.
for example, I don't know certain things. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, what I feel there, it's not, if it's such a highlight for someone on a show, I'm like, clearly you're on the wrong side of the world because
Yeah.
you're
I
not
just realized
exposed. What, baby?
Noah wearing a gay hat.
Gay,
Accurate.
gay. Anywho's, I was gonna say, Noel, any other shows? Oh, I was gonna bring up something about Blaine Anderson and that you said you were gonna bring up later.
Yeah, so with movies and shows, how we feel about straight characters or straights playing queer and gay characters.
I
That is.
understand why it was done back in the day. I feel
Mhm.
nowadays it makes more
Mhm.
sense to just hire a gay person.
So
Mhm.
it's a double-edged sword, right? Because
Mhm.
perfect example I can think of um is the show oh my god, what's it called? Ivana, what's the show called? Two gay guys in high school,
Modern
British.
Family.
Nope, nope.
British.
British. They're cute. Two gays.
Oh, the show.
With
Oh, the
Kit Connor.
show. Heartstopper.
Heartstopper. So that's a perfect example. It's like, um, people
What do you
argue
mean?
like, hey, gay actors need to play gay characters, and it's like, yes, ideally, logistically, right? If you think about
But
it
it's
straight
both
out, it makes
Okay.
sense. But the issue they ran into specifically with Kit Connor is like, oh, how
Oh,
can you be playing
that
this
was
gay
unfortunate. Mhm.
character and be straight? And he got hammered and hammered and bullied on
Mhm.
the
Twitter.
blonde one.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then he got bullied out of the closet
Yeah.
because they were saying, "Oh, he's a straight guy playing a gay character." And
Yeah,
they
and then
had kept
yeah,
making all these comments and all these things, and they pressured him to come out, and eventually he just like takes to Twitter and goes like, "I hope you feel better, but you just pressured a 15-year-old out of the closet. Yes, I'm bi." So it's a double-edged sword when it says,
yeah,
you know, should straight people be playing queer characters?
yeah. I think
Right?
it's better
Ideally, no.
said. Hetero people should not go for the roles. Honestly, like if you think, I mean, you should realize, right, that this role has more than what you've experienced, and they're better qualified people. You just not even put your hat in the fucking ring, because it's like, nah, I'm gonna let gay people tell their gay stories. I'm not gay. That's not for me to
Mhm.
act on.
You know what?
Um,
Yeah.
that being said,
I
though, there are
I
some straight people doing some great, like the Cam. That's a straight man, but
That's a straight man. He did great. So
love
then
Cam.
that's the other argument that I always say. I'm like, yes, I would like gay people to play gay characters in movies
Yeah,
and shows, but quality of the show and quality of the acting, I feel like comes first,
yeah.
right? Because like you were saying, Blaine Anderson. I don't think anyone else could have played Blaine Anderson the way Chris Sarandon did. He did
Yes.
amazing. I don't see anyone else playing that character.
Is the
And
actor
not
gay?
only that
No.
character, no, he's straight.
Oh.
He's married with kids, I
Hmm.
think.
Hmm.
Darren Chris, for me, besides seeing, I've seen him in two gay roles, and to me, he was phenomenal. And it was Blaine, loved him as Blaine. And then he did the like American document movie, whatever thing, the assassination of Gianni Versace. And that man embodied this character so well,
Hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
well. And again, you're mostly seeing like it's the guy who killed Gianni Versace. You're understanding his life, all those psychosis and everything that he had.
Mm,
Again, there's so much more to his character besides the fact that he was gay, but it was like he just did the role perfectly. That I always
mm-hmm.
think, I'm like, I couldn't have seen anyone else do it better than him, you know? Um, I think
So
if
then I get
it's the same. Mhm.
you go.
Oh no, I was just gonna add to it, but it's nothing
Okay.
new.
No, I was gonna say, so then I guess with these examples is, if you're gonna be a a straight person applying or whatever, auditioning for a gay role, you better make it the best fucking audition, where the fact that you're not gay isn't even a thought with your performance then.
Is Elena from One Day at a Time gay?
I actually
See,
don't
that's
know.
the other thing. It's like, is she not? Does she have to tell us if she is?
No.
Yeah,
We don't
I
know.
think in that sense, if it's a seemingly hetero person already in a gay role, it is what it is. Um, but like I said, if you
But
you
see,
know
but
you're not
we're speaking
straight,
from like outside perspective. Like we can't speak
yeah,
for actors and actresses that are going in for these
true.
roles. We don't know how they identify and whether they identify as anything. So, people are like, I am who I am. I love
But
who
if
I am.
but you know who, I mean, not that you don't always know who you are, but if you are, in your mind you're like, I ain't gay anyway, never, not even for a second, and you want to apply for a gay
But see,
role,
then
then
they're homophobic at that point, right?
what do you mean?
When they're teetering on homophobic, they're like, don't hit me with that gay shit. Like I would never. Then why are you going for a gay role?
Well, I'm
So
saying, like, in the sense that they know they know for a fact that they are not gay and they're
mhm.
going for a gay role. Again, it has to be a Oscar winning performance from you, versus someone that might be curious and applying. All right, cool. Again, you still need to give it your best, but
I'm,
then
I'm
once they get the role, it's like, I guess you need to be cautious of, like, what happened with Kit. It should not get to that point.
Yeah, but people are always gonna push actors
Yeah.
for anything. Like it's not just
Because
that.
I
I
was
was
happy with Kit as Nick. I think he did great, gay or not, bro. I was happy.
Mhm.
I was just say in my head now just came up three examples, and two of them I think are older movies. There's a movie, but of a why are they making them serial killers? But there was one. It was called The Talented Mr. Ripley, and it was a character that like I think impersonated people and whatever. He was a little bit of a psychopath. He was a gay character, and he fell in love with this other person, ended up murdering him, and it was like a whole thing, right? And that's a movie that I think came out in like the 90s. or
Ted
80s.
Bundy's another one too,
Was
is or not? Not Ted Bundy.
no.
Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer.
But that was different though. It was anyway, but and that was an actual person. So the talented Mr. Ripley, um, that was Matt Damon that played the role, and he's not okay. I was gonna also ask Vane, you know him better than I do. The guy that plays the main role for Fantastic Beasts, that
Ezra
actor.
Miller?
Oh, he did
No, he's not
Carol.
the main character.
He did Carol though. I know what you're talking
Are you
about.
talking about the guy that plays Zeus
Yeah,
Commander?
yes, him. He did a movie that I haven't seen. I don't know if it's new, I don't know if it's old, but I've been dying to see where
Carol.
it's of a is it Carol?
Carol.
That it's a married couple and then the husband turns out to be a trans woman. And so I've been
Oh,
dying to see. But I don't know
oh.
how new or old that is.
I feel like that's a while back if it's
It's
remembering
been out for a
correctly.
while.
I mean, either way, he supported JKR, so yeah.
Yeah. J.K. Rowling?
Yeah.
People hold multitudes, you know.
Mm,
I was gonna say,
mm.
is there any closing thoughts to the gay characters representation in
Honorable
media?
mention, Catadora.
I was trying to get to that before
Fucking love them. I have a poster of
with
them.
side characters to then main storylines. Um, love Victor and love Simon.
Catadora was main character.
That's what I'm saying. I was from
Oh,
side. I
okay.
was trying to go from side for
Oh, sorry, yes.
yeah.
And then your favorite.
My favorite.
Your favorite couple? Animation?
Oh yeah, Arcane. I fucking love Arcane.
Honorable mention to Cat Eye.
Yes, Catboy. Chira, Catboy. Love Victor and love Simon. Again, those are very much like coming out stories. Like, oh, how
Yeah,
to
yeah.
come out. Like those are very like baseline.
They were
The
interesting.
music
Not amazing, but they were interesting.
Yeah.
for musical theater, Dear Evan Hansen, was he gay?
No. The whole thing
Oh,
was that he
okay.
was straight and he was trying to impress this straight girl. Or
Oh,
this
okay, never
girl.
mind. Never mind. I never saw it. I just assumed.
Okay.
Um, okay.
But
Any other
Dickinson, oh my god, loved Dickinson. Emily
Okay.
Dickinson, that's a great show. Haley Steinfeld
um
stars in it. She's a poet. Well, Emily Dickinson, you know, the poet, the famous poet, she was a lesbian.
isn't isn't
Ah,
isn't My Little no, not My Little
pony.
Little Women, didn't they make it that it was
No,
also like there's a gay
No,
character?
no, no,
Oh,
no.
no.
They stick to the original story on that one.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Florence Pugh though.
Um, she needs to do. I feel like she has, but she hasn't done
She
a
hasn't done
very
Florence
any
clear
Pugh do
role.
role.
gay? She
Yeah,
has not. She gives
That's
gay
a straight
in
she
character you
gives
real
want
gay
to
so
life.
see.
much. I want her to do a gay role. Yeah. Um,
Oh, she would kill it. She would
she
kill it.
would. She would.
That could
A
be a
League of Their
hetero that
Own.
does gay.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I'm cool with heteros doing gay, but
A
do it
presumed
well
hetero, yeah.
and do it well, right? Do it well,
Yeah.
honor it, and then respect the fan base because you know the fan base is
Yeah.
coming. You know the fan base is
Yeah.
coming.
For sure.
Okay, give me two more honorable mentions before we close out.
Warrior Nun. That was another one I love because it wasn't about her being gay. It was about her being the warrior nun, and then she just happened to fall in love with B, who is her
That was good.
warrior
That
nun
was good.
guard. Willow the series, oh my god, that is like one of my all-time favorite fucking shows, and they took it
That's the
off.
one that
Damn
you
you,
pirated,
Disney!
but you didn't pirate it.
Yeah. I pirated it.
She
Vanya, we
did?
have to
Okay.
watch it. You
So
have to
the
watch it, Vanya.
I was
Okay.
gonna say we
Okay.
could definitely touch more upon this with more gay representation or like just in general seeing the LGBTQ queer community out more.
Hmm.
This was a good topic. And I think it was also a bit nostalgic because we're remembering a lot of the shows and stuff that we watched when we were young. So a lot of
Yeah.
the content that we were consuming also had
Yeah.
a little bit, but at least, you know, and stuff. That's
As time
awesome.
progressed, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say our brain cells. If you guys have any comments, any shows that you watched that was either gay awakenings, first time you actually saw the queer community on TV, or just simply recommendations. If we haven't mentioned
Dude, we could
something
do
and
a
you
whole
know
nother
about a show,
topic on just
yeah,
YouTubers and like
yeah. And
influencers.
yeah, and so please let us know in the comments. While you're down in the comments, like, subscribe, and check us out. Every Tuesday we release a new episode at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Spotify, on YouTube, on iHeartRadio, and any streaming platform. If you want to be a guest on our show, hit us up, and you can hit us up on our Instagram, which is at 1.2 brain cells underscore official. You can look at, we do a lot of promo videos, and you can reach out to us there. If we all agree to having you on the show, then you're welcome. If we don't, tough noogies. All right, shout out to all our fans. All right, and catch us next week. All right, toodle loodle,
Totally
hugs and kisses.
not for me.
Bye.
Peace out, brain cells.